Reports have shown that indigenous languages may be dying, and we're losing touch with that fundamental parts of our culture. The inability of our children to speak our native dialect is disheartening. It also threatens the continued survival of indigenous languages in Nigeria. Interestingly, UNESCO said that various studies have shown that children who have instructed in their birth mother tongue and learnt English as a subject experience higher cognitive development than those who were instructed in English. Who is to blame for the decline of the native dialect? It's your view, let it count. You can call us on 070-8066-8014, or you can tweet at us at YourViewTVC. We'd like to hear from you. So, ladies, let me start with YK, because I know you don't, your Yoruba is really bad. So, did you teach your child? Your Yoruba is pathetic. It is, because even me that I know about Yoruba is not fantastic. I can confidently say that your Yoruba is bad.
It's worse.
Yes,
as she's better.
I am better than you. So let me tell you, does your child speak Yoruba? Let me throw it at you. Guilty as charged.
Wait, let me just, I need to explain. I need to explain.
Yes.
And I'm guilty. Yes, I am guilty. My father spoke fluent Yoruba, but never spoke Yoruba to us, which I think, the only way I learned Yoruba was because my father had this Kalakuta Republic, and so everybody was speaking, so we used to put ears, and so I picked it up, because my mother couldn't speak. My mother didn't grow up here, so she couldn't speak. She was not a full Nigerian. Unfortunately, we now moved that to our children. My daughter cannot speak, because we now, when we don't want them to understand, we speak in Yoruba. Or we didn't want my mother to understand, we didn't want the children to understand, we now speak to ourselves. So, guilty as charged.
All right, let's move on to Sanzi. Sanzi, did you speak your language in your country, in your state, or not?
You don't want to try me. I'm a champion in my language. But then the problem is, I think... No, but seriously, I think when it comes to this mother tongue issue, Igbos, we are so guilty. At least you will see a Yoruba man and he is so proud to speak his language. But you see, I think Igbos, we form the most. Seriously, because I would see a fellow Igbo man and then I'm speaking my language here in Lagos and he or she is like, okay, I really can't speak it. And I'm like, why? You know, seriously, why? And then we most times we would actually blame it on parents. I have a situation where at my place, my aunt and her kids, my aunt and her husband, they speak Igbo like crazy. I think the only English word that comes out of their mouth is honey, because that's what they call themselves. And then they speak it to their kids, and they go through hell to make sure these kids speak Igbo, and then they don't. So in such situations, are you going to blame the parents?
Okay. Takwe, your thoughts on this indigenous language issue?
I know that UNESCO claims that it would increase intelligence or cognitive whatever grammar, but I feel that Yoruba, for me, doesn't hold any monetary value. And English holds a lot more monetary value. I take exception to that statement. It does not. No. I take exception to that statement. It doesn't hold any monetary value for me.
I was taught Yoruba in the United States of America. I had a Yoruba lecturer in the US.
So we had
If today somebody tells me that understanding Yoruba clearly and speaking and writing it will earn me money, I would begin to learn.
Why must it earn you money?
Because the thing is, this life will grow up.
Does English earn you money?
Yes. How? I'm on this show because I can speak grammar. If I cannot speak grammar,
you have an instance of this right now. What is his name? Kyle Day, somebody.
And because he's earning money from speaking Yoruba.
Exactly.
Let's move on to Uwa. Uwa, what are your thoughts on this indigenous issue?
Yoruba.
Yes, no.
Let us move on. I will come back to talk because I have some issues.
For me, she said.
Sanzi.
The thing is, Yoruba, Hausa, English, whatever. The truth is.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak Hausa. I understand Benin. Then I speak English as well.
Okay.
The thing is.
Speak some Hausa for me, please.
Don't put out the spot.
Just say, Geni, you are beautiful or something.
Kina do kiyoso say.
Good day.
So no.
Please get back to the matter.
No, but the thing is, with language, I would unfortunately agree with Tokwe. For me, if I know that my son will understand Chinese and he will penetrate the global world, you know, he'll be. It depends on what your vision is. If you want to be local.
Be local.
I think our problem in Nigeria, honestly, we should have one language. Because the
Okay,
confusion
so
is just
come
too
back.
much.
I don't
Long
see
line.
that happening.
Okay, wait. Transit. I'm so happy who brought that up because me, I've always been I always had an issue with this vernacular issue because growing up, my parents used to say, don't speak vernacular in my house.
Yes.
But now everybody is speaking vernacular, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? But we'll come back to vernacular. Now let us start with the issue of our children not being able to speak. Why people believe that your indigenous language should not be spoken in the house. Now, going back to UNESCO's report, if we recall, just yesterday, Ireti speaks a lot of Fune, right? For those of you that watched yesterday, she speaks Fune, but her Yoruba is also clean. Now, this is a girl that Yoruba, she didn't learn it in London. She learned that Yoruba in Nigeria. So even though she traveled to London at a young age, obviously she was trained in Yoruba. Now, her English is so clean, which is what UNESCO is saying. If you train them in their indigenous language, no matter where they go, they are still smarter and sharper. But for those of us that they'll train you in English, your English is not that fantastic.
No.
Can you beat a narrative
No,
in speaking
Muriah,
English?
Muriah.
I want to correct you about Iretio
Yes.
because I asked her. She said she actually picked it up from friends in England.
She speaks in Nigeria too. Before she left,
No. I have friends that in America, the children, they speak Yoruba fluently. When the girl came up, she was 5 years old and she said, Mofe Yagbe or something like. I was shocked, like.
Okay, let's go to Blessing. We have Blessing on the phone. Blessing, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
You all looking good.
Thank you, Blessing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to contribute. You know, the problem is from the family. Sometimes they won't allow the children to speak their native language. This is whatever reason or the other, more especially the Igbos.
Really? I'm really surprised about this Igbo thing. Yes, let me let you go.
I'm really surprised about the Igbo thing as well because I thought Igbos.
Yes, I thought they were
Yeah, speak their language a
'cause
lot.
every Igbo
You'd be surprised.
Every Igbo I meet can speak. But what I want, apart from the parents, I think it has a lot to do with the schools as well. Because I remember in secondary school, we're not allowed to speak our Yoruba or any other language. It was termed vernacular. And I think it's such an insultive word for your language to be called vernacular. Why should your own language be called vernacular? Why not English? Why I want to say that, sorry.
Go ahead.
In my own school, if you spoke, I was the prefect. If you speak, you were fined 5 kobo.
Are you serious?
Seriously, yeah.
That is true.
So the schools had a lot to do. Because we could have picked it up in school, but we couldn't because we're not allowed to speak it.
Okay, let's talk about yes.
I learned Yoruba in school. I didn't grow up with Yoruba at home, but I learned Yoruba in school. And I think that comment of it, in most cases, most people that speak their mother tongue, it negatively affects their English. I don't know where you get that from.
I did not. I have Olajide on the call. Olajide, we'll come back to that negatively aspect. Olajide, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, sir.
You're all looking gorgeous.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for this topic this morning. You understand, this is our problem of this country. All of this country, we don't have one single language. And we transfer all this, our dialect, to this, our children nowadays. It does not mean that they cannot speak English anywhere they are. We're supposed to taught our children our language. It enables us to know our culture very well. To enable them to achieve what the meaning of the culture. Anywhere they go in this world, they'll be able to know that where they come from. It's better we teach our children our dialect. They'll be able to achieve what we call culture.
Yeah.
Anywhere they go, it does not mean that they will not be able to speak English.
Yes, you're right.
Me, I was a Yoruba, but I can speak English anywhere I travel.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Olajide. Thank you so much. Yes, Sans, you're going to say something.
Back to what Tope said, I totally, as in 150%, do not agree because why? I'm an Igbo girl. And there's this thing about Igbos, R and L, like you call lice instead of rice and a couple of other stuff. But that doesn't happen to me. Yeah. And I could speak my language and challenge anybody in the world.
In addition to what you're saying,
but I can hear Igbo in your language clearly.
No, that is what makes me...
Go ahead. Let me let you finish. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Well, she talked about being able to hear a little bit of Igbo. Yeah. But the most important thing is I speak a correct English language. When you hear a Spanish man speak English, you still hear that little Spanish accent in his voice.
You see, the point is that, Sokwe, if somebody has a Yoruba accent or an Igbo accent, does not mean they don't understand English. You are supposed to have it. The same way the Chinese man will speak English.
You can
with his own
identify
language.
a Chinese
same way
man.
the Spanish man will speak English with the accent. You are supposed to have your own African, Nigerian local accent. Now, if you say that because I'm almost done with. I want to make my point before you then make your point. Now, if you train your child in Yoruba, it doesn't mean that they wake up, they grow up to have the H factor, which I know that's where you're going to. The ugly, the harder. It depends on the school.
It depends on the Yoruba
school
itself.
you take your child to. If you go take your child to a proper school, they will learn how to pronounce the vowels properly. Yeah,
the fact that you just said something about that. Okay, they have their accents. This one has their accent. Yes. But we know for a fact that the employers of labor in this country, if they hear you say "iye," you know what I say "iye." You know, Igbo say "iye." They will feel that you're not competent
Kemi,
enough.
good morning.
You won't get the job.
Kemi, good morning. Are you there?
Good morning. I'm still here. Good morning, ladies.
Yes, ma'am.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't believe you at all. I don't want to believe your opinion, but it has to hang you some money. I have my kids in UK. And what happened was that whenever I need to talk to them on the train, on the bus, I speak Yoruba. And the only thing they just say that before we get to our bus stop, their license. They say, Oduma comes in, and I said, oh, yeah, the difference. They're up. But if they don't get to speak, I know a friend of mine that even while we are still there, she can't even use her eyes contact or whatever to talk to her children because they keep forming. They want them to speak like a British, like an American. It doesn't hang you money before you can speak it. Just like what Sister Yeni said, you have to pick it. You have to talk to them. Some things you don't even want people to know. And it's only when you speak your language that you're able to pass that.
Thank you so much, Kemi. Thank you so much, Kemi.
Thank you.
Yes. So, Sanzi, go ahead.
Well, you know, I was actually, I made this point earlier. We blame the parents a lot. I just gave you an instance of my aunt. She tries everything to ensure her kids, even to the point that our morning devotion is in Igbo language. And yet, it's not funny. And yet these kids, they do not speak Igbo. Their Igbo is just horrible. So in that situation, are you still going to blame the parents?
No, you continue, because I'm sure they can pick it up.
No, if you said their Igbo is horrible, that means they can still speak it. They still have a knowledge of...
which is good.
Okay.
Which is good. Okay. And in that situation, it's the schools. That's why I say the schools too. While the parents have a lot to
let me.
I want to just say this thing because my daughter, she went to this school in Lagos and they had a Yoruba teacher teaching them maths, and he used to speak like this, Valerie. The girl's name was Valerie. She said, Valerie. Why are all of you laughing at me? The whole class was, I mean, she would come home so that's the thing about the accent.
Let him say it's Valerie. No. The Valerie will know that he's talking to me. He's not talking to Soji. He's talking to Valerie.
Right.
It depends on the...
Okay, let me throw a question at you. You know, in the cases where you have a Yoruba man marrying an Igbo woman, you now have a mixed marriage and the mixed cultures in the home. What language will the child speak?
That is the thing.
How do you go about that?
I have a family. She's Akwa Ibom. The husband is Yoruba. But the advantage for her, she understands Yoruba fluently. So the children, but they tend towards the Akwa Ibom more because she speaks.
But they speak Yoruba or Akwa Ibom?
They understand Yoruba, but they speak Akwa Ibom more. You understand? So many a times.
Okay, sorry, I think I have Jide. I have Jide. Jide, good morning. Are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Yemi, wonderful. I like that dress.
I always like your this show, lady.
Do you know what? Talking about our language is something that we should not be hiding at all. Do not hide anything. Because our culture is our heritage. And that is why we are called Nigerians. Me as a person, I can't deny it. Anywhere I am in the world, whether Germany or anywhere, Europe or American, I'm bold to be a Nigerian. In fact, in Ibadan land, I can speak my language anywhere. Ibadan, life.
There you.
That is Nigeria. If you say language cannot fetch you any money, that's very ridiculous.
All right.
I know a friend of mine in Europe that lectures people in the language. And this is every morning. The employer of labor cannot employ because you speak a dialect or have accent. So the dialect in your mouth, it is very difficult. There are a lot of people that travel to America, to Nigeria, they have empty head. They have empty head. It's not very shocking.
Okay.
But they are still here in Nigeria, local athletes that can, this is not where they can perform very well anywhere they go.
All right, Jide, thank you so much for our final comments on this because we need to move on.
Can I just say something quickly?
Yes.
You know, there's an advantage in speaking diverse languages because it breaks a lot of barriers. There's an advantage, but the truth is in business, because of the way the economy is in Nigeria now, everybody would want something that your child can stand out wherever they go. So that is why most people would rather pick a Spanish, you know, or a Mandarin language than...
Okay, all right.
My daughter speaks Japanese.
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Nice. Now,
I'm not happy.
Let's
Yeah, why?
No, I'm
not speak Yoruba.
Yes, exactly. So
make
that's
her
on
speak
you. We
Yoruba.
should arrest you for that. But let's take some final tweets because we need to close on this.
Oh,
Talk
well,
about it very quickly. Tweets. Any
Okay.
tweets?
Yes, a whole lot. I'm an advocate of teaching children the indigenous language.
Yes.
It's our identity. That's from Akim. Speaking your indigenous language, as far as Nigeria is concerned, doesn't seem to put food on the table. So why is the need? As Shegun, I think we're pretty confused people in this country because even English speaking self na die. That's from Yomi. I think we fail our offsprings by not teaching them our native language. Be it Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, is totally wrong. That's from Lanre Kamal.
Okay. Let's Sanzi, final statement on this.
Final statement is our native languages are very important. And if possible, like I'm trying to learn my Yoruba, so you can learn your native language at any age. It's never late.
All right.
Like I just learned Echonitori alone.
Okay, final comments on this.
I think, like, for me, I know that I failed my daughter because she can't speak. And I wish I tried to rectify it.
In Japanese. Okay.
No. I did start Japanese. She learned that one by herself. Take your time. She learned it by herself on the internet.
Okay. Final comments. Yes.
I believe that we should be clear about our goals for our children and for ourselves. Okay. If Yoruba is important for your goal, learn it. Brain stimulation is not limited to learning mother tongue. It is about bilingual. Okay. You can learn any language to improve yourself.
Yeah, like I said, languages break barriers. So if my children can go through Spanish, French, German, whatever it is, like she said, the vision is important.
Okay. For me, my final comment is the fact that your indigenous language is your identity. No matter where you go in this world, the first thing they're going to recognize about, not necessarily your skin color, when you speak, they ask you where you're from. They ask you. That's your identity. So this speaks louder than all this your bilingual Japanese.
But they say
all right,
I'm in Nigeria.
moving on. The controversial issue, bleaching or toning, which is politically correct, is next on Let's Talk. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.